Hey, hello everybody. This is Mark McInch with AOC, term 1305. This is my reflection video on Project 1. Just walk through the code a little bit here. I kind of did just start off. I had a little problem with my code, and it's totally my fault. I didn't. What had happened is I went through all the requirements, what was supposed to be done, and then when I got down to my nested loop, I had some errors in it, and then which it wouldn't compile or build successfully. But the problem is I thought everything was okay, but instead, what I was looking at, it was already build succeeded from times that I'd ran before the errors. So I thought everything was good. I ran out of time, submitted my assignment, and I didn't get so much of a good grade as what I expected. But like I say, that being my fault, and I just finally figured that out. But just to go to show you what I do have and up and running, is this just a little bit of code about myself and my work. I have my outputs here that tells my name, which you can see down here in the console. And then right here I have my float with my casting into the integer. And then that'll give you a value of 44 and a half years old, but it tells you I'm currently 44, and then I console that out and it says that percentage D years old, which is 44, the 44 and a half in a month and a half. And working down into the float itself, I have the garage A, garage B for integral, and then I have my bool here and my if and else statement for my garages that I have, and it will tell you, and I actually tested this, that I work at After Hours Garage. That is where I work, and then I changed these around and did test it, and then it did pop up that I don't work at Firestone, and I did have that consoling down here. And here is my for loop, which works. This is the time before I have to go to work in hours, that I have the formula set up here. And then if I scroll down here, time before I have to go to work in hours, I made this last night, and it was 10 hours before I had to actually get up and go to work today. And it counts down all the way, as you can see, to 0. And then I have a little statement here, time for work, little sad face there. And then another output here, I got getting ready to clock out. So oh right, time to go home. So that is actually what I made for my while loop. So as you can see, we're counting up in hours. It starts at 0, time before I go home, and then it counts all the way up until 8 hours until it is time before I go home, and then that's it. And the everything works fine. Like I say, I just had some problem with my nested loop, and what had happened is I had some errors in that nested loop, and when I had actually submitted the assignment and sent it in for the instructor to grade, which I'm sorry, Alexia, when she tried to run it, which is understandable, it will not compile or will not build because of that error. So this being a new language and everything else, I'm just kind of new at this, which I know we all are, but I wasn't thinking like the index.html with JavaScript and everything else. You know, you just drag that in there, bam, it's going to run. And with this kind of language here, it compiles, so you have to build it and to run it. And it just kind of messed me up because I already had succeeded builds in this, and I thought everything was good. So when she got my project and tried to run it, she come up with the errors, and of course it is not going to compile and it's not going to build. But it took me a minute to figure that out. So all is well. I just wanted to get this video done and kind of explain what I did and everything. So I hope everybody had a great week. I appreciate you watching my video. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.